New details of a shooting that happened over the weekend in Newtown that left one teen dead and another in jail.
You don't know how you're going to respond in a high-stress situation until you're put in a high-stress situation.
Plus, how the Manatee County School Board is preparing for the worst with the help of law enforcement. And how police caught the man who stole a car from a man putting away his groceries just to take it on a joyride. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jess Dowdrick. Scott and Jacqueline have the night off. A teen is behind bars tonight for the death of a 19-year-old in Sarasota killed over the weekend. Sarasota police have arrested a 17-year-old, charging him with murder by a firearm. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us from where this all happened with more information on the arrest. Rick.
Yeah, Jess, good evening. This is just a horrible tragedy. It happened right back there in this area. Police say 19-year-old Amos Crawford was shot and killed after being seen running from a car Sunday afternoon. 17-year-old Anna Reese Taylor was arrested last night at his home on Orange Avenue. Police tell us it appears drugs were involved.
We received information both from witnesses that were on scene during the time of the shooting, as well as individuals that we believe were involved in the shooting as well. And so with the combination of those individuals coming forward and letting us know what happened and what they witnessed, we were able to come up with probable cause enough to arrest the 17-year-old last night.
And police are continuing with their investigation. If you know any more about this shooting, you're being asked to contact them immediately. We'll have a lot more on this story coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Reporting from the Newtown section of Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Jess, back to you.
All right, thank you, Rick. We'll check in again with you at 11. An armed and dangerous man is still on the loose tonight after abducting his ex-girlfriend just after 8 this morning, according to Palmetto police. This is 34-year-old Alfredo Fasundo. Police say Fasundo used his red Dodge to stop his former ex-girlfriend's white Hyundai on the 500 block of 9th Street in Palmetto. He hit her, then forced her into his car before taking off to the Skyway Bridge. When Fasundo pulled off onto one of the rest areas, the victim jumped out of the car and got help from a nearby Florida Highway Patrol trooper. A man who was working on 9th Street at the time of the abduction didn't want to be shown on camera, but told us what he saw.
He did hit her. He grabbed her hair and yanked her out of the car. He had a gun on him too. Yeah, he had a gun on him. And she was saying stop at first, yelling and screaming and all that. But, you know, and then from right there, it stopped. Like, she stopped saying stop because I couldn't hear her because she was in the car.
Police say they found Fasundo's car at his family's house in Bradenton, but he was not with it. If you see him, you're asked to call 911 immediately. New developments tonight involving the grandmother accused of killing her husband and a Bradenton woman. Officials in Lee County say a grand jury in Florida has formally indicted Louis Reese on first-degree murder. Reese is accused of murdering Pamela Hutchinson in Fort Myers in April. Police say she killed Hutchinson in an attempt to steal her identity while on the run after killing her husband in Minnesota. Reese escaped to Texas before she was eventually arrested. If convicted, she could face the death penalty. Today, in an attempt to prepare Bayshore High School for the possibility of an active shooter, Manatee County law enforcement spent the morning doing an active shooter response training. The training is not only for police and sheriff's deputies, but also school resource officers and administration. And based on today's training, law enforcement believes they're more prepared now for the worst.
They did phenomenally. They did so good that I had to tell them to stop doing good so we can let the scenarios run longer. That's how efficient these guys are at being tacticians.
Lieutenant Ramdath says in an active shooter situation, students should look to their teachers for advice because they're the ones who are extensively trained on the subject. A group of important members of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office is now better protected. All 9 members of the K-9 unit now have custom ballistic vests. The Sheriff's Office was recently able to purchase the vests thanks to a donation from the Bubba the Love Sponge Foundation and some crowdfunding as well. The vests will help protect the dogs and keep them from getting injured while they are answering calls in dangerous situations.
They're dealing in usually escalated situations with people that don't really care about hurting a dog or not. And so there are dozens of K-9 that lose their lives every year by stabs or by gunshot. And so if we can save one dog's life, then it's worth it.
Manatee County Sheriff Rick Wells says he is extremely grateful for the donation. Time to check in now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan and the first alert forecast.
Yes, we had some showers around earlier today, even a few thunderstorms. They moved through rather quickly. This is Lakewood Ranch webcam right around 11:30, and the skies were okay, partly cloudy, and then some showers did move in. It came down heavy in places, and then quickly as it came in, it left. And now we're looking at generally fair skies, and looks like it'll be a pretty nice sunset tonight with just some high clouds around. That always offers a beautiful photo opportunity. The heavier showers and storms that were around now along the east coast and down to our south. There's still a little bit of energy out here in the Gulf of Mexico. We have a trough of low pressure over the eastern third of the nation, and that is allowing us to see once in a while some little energy rotate around that trough. And right now, though, the rain is over along the coastline. It could be back, though, after midnight, as we are expecting some more showers to roll in. We have that west wind that always allows for a few isolated showers overnight. In this situation, still some rain over southern portions of Highlands County. Not much going on in DeSoto. We had some showers there near south of Arcadia. Currently, we do have just a few clouds, and the temperature now 80 degrees. Winds out of the north-northwest at 5. And the dew point has come down, so not a factor when it comes to the heat index. That area of low pressure will kind of linger out here just a little bit. It's a weak one, so some showers are possible again tomorrow morning. We'll have much more on that and the weekend weather coming up in a few minutes. Jess?
All right, thank you, Bob. Now that the 2018 hurricane season is here, insurance companies are reminding customers to double check their coverage before a storm approaches. Last year, Hurricane Irma led to more than $6 billion worth of insured losses and nearly 1 million claims. So it's a good idea to be properly insured before the threat of a storm. Hurricane deductibles are often quite high and are usually separate from the standard deductibles for other claims.
One thing you can do to mitigate against the problem of having a higher deductible or a lump sum payment, if you will, when a storm happens, if you have a loss, is to save some money. Try to develop a hurricane savings account, let's call it, or have a line of credit available to you or some other financial resource that you can draw on if you need to make that payment.
Another good reminder, flood claims are not covered by homeowners or renters policies, and flood insurance takes about 30 days to kick in. You still have a little bit of time to pick up essential hurricane supplies tax-free. The 2018 Disaster Preparedness Sales Tax holiday ends tomorrow night. Dozens of items are included in this holiday, including batteries, coolers, gas containers, even generators. For a complete list, go to mysuncoast.com. And on our website, you can also download our 2018 Hurricane Guide, which has tons of information on how you can best prepare for hurricane season. The Sarasota Housing Authority is making a push to try to rebuild one of Sarasota's oldest housing complexes. Alan Cohn joins us now with a preview of what type of progress they're making. Alan.
Jess, many of the residents living in Orange and Avenue Public Housing have not only complained about structural problems, but health issues as well. It was built back in 1942, initially to provide African American housing in the city during segregation. But fast forward 75 years, and the conditions have many of the residents suffering. Residents are asking why a total of $12 million federal dollars from Housing and Urban Development has been awarded to the city, but there is a roadblock. The city is ready to rebuild, but the state says not so fast. It's a historic landmark.
Something needs to be done. It really does. And it seems like we're being put on the back burner, and it's not fair, and it's not right.
Coming up at 7, the vice chair of the Sarasota Housing Authority. Just back to you.
All right. Thank you, Alan. A man is in police custody today for allegedly stealing a car out of a shopping center. According to Bradenton Beach Police, Rick Rowland approached a man putting away his groceries and started hitting him until he gave him the keys. He then drove the car toward the North Bridge on Longboat Key, causing a 4-car accident before he abandoned the car and started running. Police say the drivers in the accident caught him and held him down until police got there. Rowland is charged with carjacking and battery. Employees with the City of Venice are planning to go door-to-door delivering flyers, letting people know about a big road construction project planned for the downtown area. The project will start on July 9th. It includes major changes to 3 roads between US 41 Business and Harbor Drive, Tampa, Venice, and Miami Avenues. Crews will be repaving the roads, adding crosswalks, making drainage improvements, and converting some intersections into 4-way stops. The city is trying to alert residents about the project and the upcoming street closures. A public meeting will be held next Wednesday at City Hall at 9 a.m. You will be able to hear more details about the project and ask questions then. Still to come on your Suncoast News, Venice High School reinstates John Peacock as head football coach. A look at his plans moving forward.
If you wore that uniform, then you deserve our absolute best, and that's what we're doing.
Plus, Donald Trump announcing some good news for veterans today regarding their health care.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score. It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach. Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free.
You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
Venice High School head football coach John Peacock was fired from his position 2 months ago. Tonight, he's been given a reprieve and will return to the sidelines for the defending state champions. ABC 7's Dwayne Lindo caught up with the coach to find out his plans moving forward.
Well, that's right, Jess. Venice High principal Eric Jackson made the announcement to bring back Coach Peacock, who was fired back in April 25th for liking a so-called racist tweet. Coach Peacock just says he's glad and humbled to be back.
You know, obviously when you lose something, you become a little bit more grateful for it once you get it back.
In the 2-month span without a job, Coach John Peacock says he learned a life lesson after liking a former player's tweet directed at Braden River coach Kurt Bradley.
I think it's an opportunity for me to kind of reinvent myself, and I think we all strive to have self-improvement in all kinds of areas, and that's something I look forward to working on.
Also saying he went as far as making amends.
There's no hard feelings towards anybody. You know, me and Coach Bradley have had multiple conversations since the incident, and we're just all looking to move forward in a positive direction right now.
And part of that right direction for Peacock includes going through social media and sensitivity training. He will also be suspended for 3 weeks to start the 2018 season. Bill Buck Chevrolet dropped its sponsorship of the program, and the dealership's owner started a petition to have Peacock reinstated as coach. Sales manager Monty Jacobs says everything is right in the world now that he's back.
Anybody that's been around any kind of athletics knows that tradition is very important. Consistency, tradition, dedication, and effort, and John Peacock, he helps with all that. The kids love him.
At this point, Coach Peacock has already conducted his first practice for the upcoming season. It may make the rivalry between Braden River and Venice a lot more interesting. Reporting in Venice, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
All right, thank you, Dwayne. Our veterans now have more options when it comes to private health care. Today, President Trump signed a $51 billion bill into law. At the Rose Garden, the president praised the legislation as helping to achieve his campaign pledge to fix the VA by giving veterans more freedom to see doctors outside the VA healthcare system.
If the VA can't meet the needs of a veteran in a timely manner, that veteran will have the right to go right outside to a private doctor. So simple and yet so complex.
The bill's signing comes amid the release of a Government Accountability Office report that is critical of the existing Veterans Choice program. The law will also provide $5 billion to fund the program for another year. Critics say shifting money away from the VA and into the private sector could effectively bleed the agency dry. Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan joining us now for your first alert weather. Bob, we had some thunderstorms earlier. Are we expecting the same thing?
Yeah, we could see some showers tomorrow morning, but getting back to the military there, the most important forecast ever to verify for United States history was done today, back a long time ago, obviously on D-Day, when meteorologist Stagg of the American Forces, the Meteorology Department, actually predicted calm conditions or calmer conditions as opposed to the British for the D-Day invasion. And so Eisenhower went with that, and certainly it paid off. They only had a 3-day window, and so they would have had to postpone that D-Day 2 weeks prior to that. So they planned that for 2 years. Anyway, interesting story about that forecast. Here's what we have with our forecast. It verified today. Showers were around Venice Jetty. Steven Jackson getting this shot. And you can see those storm clouds moving on in. They were heavy at times. Here's a look at our tower cam. Right around 11:30, you see things were nice, and then all of a sudden, here come the storms. They rolled in pretty quickly and got out of here just as quickly for the most part. It did bring some brief periods of moderate to heavy rainfall, even some lightning strikes. Here's our current condition and our shot from tower cam. Nice out there. Some high clouds around, but all in all, a fairly nice forecast through this evening. Here's the look at the radar picture. All the action we saw earlier today now along the east coast and down to our south. You can see, again, not much going on out there in the Gulf of Mexico with the latest frame here. A few showers are still out there, indicating a little bit of a weak area of low pressure, which will still be around tomorrow. I don't think we'll see as much action, but there'll still be some morning showers along the coast, and then even into the early afternoon, shifting well inland later on in the day. Not much going on, just a few light rain showers still lingering into Highlands County. Not everyone got the rain today. It was scattered about as expected. Some heavier showers in the Anna Maria area, also near Parrish, and also into Braden and northwest Braden in there. Thursday planner does call for a chance for a few scattered showers in the morning. Not a lot. We'll see a few around with a mixture of sun and clouds. Maybe a little less by 3 o'clock, and then by 7 o'clock there could be still some lingering showers coming back into play. We have a trough of low pressure located over the eastern third of the nation, and little pieces of energy rotating around that occasionally will work their way through, and that's the reason why we keep a 40% chance of rain in there. That stationary front to our north, high pressure to our south, bringing us that west to northwesterly wind right now. And with that in play, there's always a chance. A west wind overnight typically brings us a chance for a few showers in the morning. You can see that activity kind of developing around sunrise and then pushing, this is noon, inland, and then most of the activity in the late afternoon, well to the east coast, but still in the Futurecast model, still suggesting that that little piece will still be out there, and that'll still give us a chance for showers on Friday. We're not expecting a washout by any means, but we will see the potential for some showers now and again on Friday. I wanted to show you the water temperatures. Go back one frame here and show you. This is the water temperatures in the Atlantic. Very cool water compared to where it normally is. In fact, it's running about 10 degrees colder than it was last year. And this has just come out. This is the coldest on record since 1982 in the main development region, which is right there to the east of the islands and east of the Caribbean. That may drop significantly the chances of increased activity as far as tropical systems go and intense storms go if it holds together, and it may just do that. 78 degrees now in Jacksonville, so good news on that front. 79 in Orlando. Things have cooled a bit because of the clouds and showers around. The Gulf water temperature now 82 degrees, and the water temperature always plays a factor when it comes to these tropical systems. 80 degrees right now. We have a few clouds around. The humidity at 69%, so that has come down. 0.12 of an inch of rainfall at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport, and the high today did manage to get to 86 despite the clouds and showers that were around. And as far as that satellite and radar picture goes, clear skies behind that little system that's hanging out in the Gulf, so we're not going to tap into that until looks like the weekend. For boaters tomorrow, west winds at 10 knots, and we'll have a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The extended forecast does call for that 40% chance for scattered showers at any time during the day, both on Thursday and Friday. We get back to more afternoon and evening variety of storms. That rain chances come down a little bit. High temperatures staying close to seasonal averages, and that ever-present 30% chance for scattered storms late in the day, Monday through Wednesday of next week. Jess?
All right, thank you, Bob. Stay with us. We'll tell you about a Manatee County student being recognized by his future university.
Tonight, less than 1 week away, the sprint to Singapore, the high-stakes negotiations, plus the Russia investigation, new allegations as President Trump takes aim at his attorney general again. World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
From the moment she walked in the door, we stopped having to go to the pharmacy. Certain prescriptions, my health plan or the pharmacy wasn't even able to get here. And hospice provided them, and all we had to do was call up, and the next thing they know, there was another, a delivery.
Hello, Mom.
Amanda's mom's appointment just got rescheduled for today. Amanda needs Right at Home. Our customized care plan provides as much or as little help as her mom requires, whether it's a ride to the doctor or help around the house.
Oh, of course. Tom, I am really sorry. I've got to go.
Look, call Right at Home. Get the right care right at home.
If you think it's hot outside, just wait until you see even hotter savings inside. Only at Rugs As Art Hot Summer Savings Sale event will you find the lowest prices on a vast selection of stunning rugs, furniture accents, and accessories. This special event only happens once a year, so hurry in before the best selections are gone. The Hot Summer Savings event ends soon, so don't miss out on the best prices ever. Rugs As Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
It fell off the roof of my car.
It fell out of my backpack.
Oh, it fell off my grocery cart.
I tossed it to a really clumsy friend.
I tripped while jogging.
My 2-year-old had a temper tantrum.
It bounced down 2 flights of stairs.
No matter how you broke your smartphone, there's only one smart way to fix it. Batteries plus bulbs.
I dropped it on the floor, and he stepped on it.
Schedule your repair at batteriesplus.com.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
About every 3 minutes in America, someone is diagnosed with a blood cancer. Light the Night brings together survivors and supporters to bring light to the darkness of cancer and to help fund life-saving research. Our goal is a world without blood cancers, and we're lighting the path to cures. The discoveries made in blood cancer research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. Help defeat the darkness of cancer. Join Light the Night today.
Selfless service is the guiding principle of every Army National Guard soldier. They have a stake in the well-being of the neighborhoods where they live and work. To be an Army National Guard soldier is to serve something greater than yourself. Learn more at NationalGuard.com.
One of Manatee County's own students is being recognized for his academics. Kaylin McDonald of Southeast High School was named a National Merit Scholar today, an award given to students by the university they plan to attend, and it pays for a portion of their tuition. 4 other high school seniors were named semifinalists. Almost 2 million juniors applied to be a National Merit Scholar when they took the pre-SATs back in 2016. 2 million people applying for that.
Yeah, congratulations. That's great work, man. Yeah, it's tough to do.
It'll help with college loans once he graduates.
Absolutely. Yeah, and help with your future too. You know, if you're that smart and intelligent, you get jobs that kind of open up for you a little bit more.
Yep,
so,
and you're appreciated for it.
That's right. We're looking at a few showers around tomorrow morning. The rain chance 40%. Not all that much rain, but there'll be a few.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you again at 11 o'clock.
My California Closets experience has been wonderful. My mother's a huge inspiration. Before she passed away, she would say, you should do something special for yourself. First time I saw my closet, I immediately thought, this is the best thing I've ever done for myself. I call it my Tiffany style closet. I mean, I can shop in my own closet every day. I love that. My name is Cynthia, and this is my California Closets story.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila, sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
I heard about the Dotole Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotole Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
My credit score was not that great.
I didn't understand what went into my credit score.
It was overwhelming.
Do you want to attain better credit health but don't know where to start? Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score.
I love the app. It's so easy to use. It's like having your own financial coach.
Credit Sesame broke my credit score down into things that I understood, and it made me think, I can do this.
And the awesome thing about Credit Sesame, it's free.
It's 100% free. You don't need to go it alone. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
Many websites selling medication may look professional and legitimate, but the vast majority of sites selling prescription drugs are doing so illegally. Criminals use websites to sell counterfeit medications that may contain life-threatening toxins. Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. Purchasing medicine online can be safe and easy.
Just look for pharmacy to the right of the dot in website addresses.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. I survived my cancer, but you can stop cancer before it starts. Talk to your doctor and go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more.